streaming. Alright, let me get the stream pulled up on my phone. If YouTube wants to work at all. Come on, waiting on you, YouTube. I do this all the time. Right, I gotta make sure my phone is muted so I don't have feedback loop. YouTube. Let me pause the... Sorry, YouTube's just being... You know, YouTube. Excellent connection. I don't... What... Okay, a lot of the time this says, like, error or whatever. Because raisins, I guess. I don't know. Well, we've got all this,
I've got a long road ahead.
What's your gear here? Let's go talk to him.
Nice place you have here, little rabbit. I'll keep this short or my absence will be noted. You need the Orphic Hammer, and I know where you need to look. The House of Hope. There's a Diabolist named Halsik in the lower city. Find her.
Are you helping
I
me?
love a good hunt, and the best hunts keep... Forget I was ever here.
What's up for discussion? I can't believe it. And by killing him, you set him free. Light on my feet.
Alright. Have I talked to the kid yet?
Could we maybe stay here?
Yeah, every single one of the clerics would say, absolutely, you can settle in, just find you a spot.
Yes!
Why was there gates there? Alright. Let's get this
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
up
interesting
to
times.
Scooby standards.
All's well that ends.
There we
Not as
go.
bad as it could have.
I've gotten so used to the Scooby-Doo playthroughs.
Still breathing, despite
Uh,
everything.
So close. I don't want to waste aid being level 5 instead of level 6, so I'm gonna hold off on that.
Got a long road.
I haven't gone and broken into Sorcerer Sundries.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well,
Okay,
eat it.
who has the whatever ring that lets you... This one, the True Lover's Caress. Okay. And then True Lover's Embrace. Okay. This way he can cast it without spending a spell slot. Because Blue Eyes has the most HP out of everyone, and that is by design. He is the frontline tank, and because he died twice, he managed to get the Helm of Baldur. Now he's immune to critical hits, something Dawn has had this entire playthrough. Just about. So, not only does he have a 22 AC, but he also is immune to critical hits. Yes, you need to beat a 22 in order to actually hit. Which, if you're rolling a nat 20, you're gonna hit either way, but, you know, still worth mentioning. Then swap out the
Let's move.
ring so that way he gets his lightning resistance back. Get the evasion ring, and then I have all of these arrows that are just helpful.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Alright, yeah. At when I get level 6 spell slots, the entire group will have an extra 35 HP. First let's talk to her.
Need something for defense? Or maybe offense? Either way, I've
The
got what you
dead
need.
shot. Even though no one is proficient with
Can't give up now.
longbows except for Dawn, it's still gonna be something I'm gonna pick up.
No time to rest.
I genuinely forgot for a moment that high elves get longbow proficiency. For some reason, I thought that longbow proficiency was exclusive to wood elves, and high elves just got shortbow proficiency. I don't know why I thought that, but I had a moment where that was my thought process. Just a bunch of stuff through the ice arrows back there. We've got to take the sentient amulet, and knowing this group of goody two-shoes, they're gonna, instead of, they're gonna take on, somebody's gonna take on the curse for this dude.
No one's
Probably
stopping me
Virgil
yet.
Steelheart. He's lawful good. He'll take on the curse, even... Oh, wait. He is a cleric. Hold on. Does it say which cleric he... Ilmartyr. Yeah, I remember on the wiki it said something about taking, the run force for other people, like taking on other people's pain, so that actually works with the guy he worships, the deity. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrains. It's 2,000. I got 14,000 money. I got a couple of Hill Giant Strength elixirs, so I have elixirs of Hill Giant Strength if I need them. I prefer to not rely on elixirs if I can avoid it. Yeah, but that's a potion that cures just about everything. Basilisk oil, not gonna need that. No, I need those, I just don't need this. Black Furnace Red,
Blood.
probably
No,
gonna...
Never mind.
I guess I can dye everything he has that, but really he looks pretty cool the way he is. The only thing that doesn't stand out is his blue cape, but I mean that doesn't match his blue cape, but he is blue eyes, so he should have some blue. Other than that, this looks pretty freaking badass.
Can't give up now.
Weirdly enough, everything here matches except for the cape. And then any
Looking ahead.
cape we've just thrown in. So yeah, I don't need any Black Furnace Red dye. That's where I was keeping my scrolls before I decided I'm just gonna sell them. The Doom Hammer I no longer need, but I'm gonna keep it just in case. Same with the Horns of the Berserker. I might find that I really want that extra +2 to hit. And then Shade Clinger, I just cheat for advantage. Although, they're probably patching that out in a couple of days when patch 8 comes out, so... Right.
So that's progress.
I was gonna have Blue Eyes equip the Boots of Persistence. And swap out the
Alright, what now?
Ah,
Misty
starting to get a
Step
headache.
Boots for something else, because Now, if he's going to be front line, then he needs better mobility. Yeah, anyways. Balance. Offer.
My weapons both.
I just realized I forgot to grab Astral Knowledge and Charisma. And then Divine Knowledge, Dexterity. And then I guess also Divine Knowledge and Voice. There we go. Now they have Speak with Animals active, and Elara has 0 negatives to anything. And the whole group's gonna chat with Roland.
What? Be very sure, but if you really do... What? Be quick about it.
Nope, I want Baldur. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't really help them too much. Now, this weapon would be pretty good,
No one back home
but
would believe this.
We're gonna get a little bit of money out of
Still alive.
bow.
So that's progress.
Never a dull moment.
Let's get going.
And then Dawn is gonna grab the dead shot. Now, if you don't know what the dead shot bow does, the number you need to roll critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. Now, this effect applies to everything. So, if I shut off Scorching Ray, each hit would have a 10% chance to get a critical hit. It also applies to my bow. The other effect of the bow, and one of the reasons why it's so good no matter what character you put it on, the wielder doubles his or her proficiency bonus when rolling ranged attacks with this weapon, unless they have disadvantage. And it's a +2 weapon. By the time you get this, your proficiency should be at 4. Because... shoot. Did they not have a separate spot where it shows the proficiency bonus? Ah, boo, that's lame. Anyways, so your there it is. So your proficiency scales at level 5 and then level 9. It starts out +2, and then once you get to level 5, it goes to 3. Once you get to level 9, it goes to a +4. So, this bow, from level 9 until the rest of the game, is essentially stacked with its innate +2 weapon enchantment, means that as long as you're proficient with the bow, you have a +10 to hit, regardless of your dexterity. So, you could have a 10 in dexterity, slap this onto a fighter that just does not care about dexterity, and still have a good chance to hit with this weapon. That's why it's so good. You can wear heavy armor, have a 10 in dexterity, and still have a good chance to hit with the weapon. And then, if you're spec'd with dexterity, and you're going a full archer build, you can use the sharpshooter feat, and this almost completely offsets the sharpshooter feat by itself. So,
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
that's
interesting
why
times.
I consider it to be the best
Moving
bow
in.
in the game. Although the Gaunter Mail does give this a run for its money. I'm gonna have to talk with Oroakin. And while Elara would really love to just chat with him, and I'll pretend that that's what they're doing.
If you have, let your...
As Elara is chatting with him while everyone else sneaks off. And explores / investigates. Yeah, this is meant to set up.
Craig's aim
This
is
scene
much
is
improved,
pretty
but
good because it
still
sets up
something
that
up to
he is
chance.
a jackass.
Yes, sir.
So it's really encouraging you.
All right,
Do not
Craig.
side with him.
Ready?
What do you want with her?
Huh. Fascinating. You've been to Shah's temple, haven't
Because
you?
they've seen her
To the shadow.
herself.
Alas, answer now. Or see what happens when fools misuse my valuable time.
Why do you want her so bad?
I'm growing beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. Very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
A clever contraption. Let me guess, like Ketheric Thorn before you? You wish to become immortal.
It didn't work out for poor Ketheric, did it? He was a fool. A desperate mercenary who poured out his soul to whichever god flattered him. I serve no god, but that which stares back at me in the mirror. The Night Song will be put to a grand purpose, equalizing man and god. Whoever helps me attain that which I seek will be greatly rewarded.
Yeah. All of the clerics would immediately, hearing his... no. They all immediately would turn on him at this point, going, fuck no. You arrogant fool.
Of course not. But perhaps, after enough lifetimes, I might make a start of it.
Yeah, let me quick save. I'm not in the mood to fight him right now. So, I have a feeling that they would all agree, yeah. Gonna tell her to come to you.
We shall see. Do as I say, and you will be... The choice is yours. But...
Oh. Yeah. All four of them are on the same page. And the only words on that page are, fuck this arrogant jackass. He wants to think of himself like a god, and as clerics, yeah, they're gonna turn that idea down. Ah, shoot. I forgot to stock up on tea before recording. I'm gonna have to go...
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Ooh, shoot. I need to see invisibility somehow. There should be a see invisibility potion in these vaults. It's... I think there was. In his vault, there was a sea invisibility potion. I'm like 80% sure this is the vault button.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
What? What? That wasn't the vault button? Because the one right by the staircase, that's the tower defense system that will attack you. So I know it's not that one, and I don't know what the other two do. I don't have sea invisibility already prepped, even though Blue Eyes might have actually gone through with the sea invisibility eye of anyone. I just wanted to not have to rely on it.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Because it doesn't come up often enough for me to feel like having somebody cut out their eyes worth it. There we go. The rest of the group wouldn't even really try to follow Ilara.
Wonder what's past this.
They would just let her wander around a wizard's vault. Because, you know, she's a knowledge cleric, so... she'll have an idea of what she's doing. Then... okay, so this is where the genie is. Okay, it was behind this one. Okay. Okay, so it's behind that door. Alright. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute, and... maybe get out my phone and record. What? Is this one not one of the... okay, so this isn't one of the doors that has stuff behind it.
What's that?
Oh. Yeah, right now, Ilara is like a kid in a candy store. Because she is a knowledge
Anything
cleric
of use?
mistress, so she is going to explore every last bit of this place. Try and search for everything that could be helpful. While the rest of her party, they just go off doing something else.
Moving ahead. Can't risk being in open view. Better not be cursed.
I'm fairly certain this one takes you down.
Breathe deep and move.
Okay, so I got the down lever and the... or button, whatever. So I got that one mixed up with the tower defense system. That is why I saved. This is why you quick save when possible, and if you're doing this on honor mode, you leave nothing to chance, and...
how much
make
further
sure
can I go?
everything is already set up for you.
farther can I go?
Nothing for sea invisibility potion.
A couple turns should do it.
Robbing a wizard blind of all of his loots and scrolls and stuff. Fall. Mage. Ooh, an elixir of sea
Something good here, I
invisibility.
hope.
The exact thing I was looking for.
Quite some valuable knowledge hidden between these pages.
And because why not, she would take it for herself. So the rest of them would see, oh, there's nothing here that we can do,
Here goes nothing.
and be like, well,
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
they'd all agree, yeah, we can't really do much of anything here. And decide we'll just meet back at camp with Ibarra. But in the meantime, we're going to do other things. So I'm gonna split the party into a. Meanwhile, while Ibarra is exploring the Sorcerer's Sundry's vaults, Dawn and Blue Eyes and Steelheart are all wandering around the city, just scouting out the area, figuring out what they're going to be doing to garner more allies.
The Blushing Mermaid. Not my preferred drinking hole, dear readers. In fact, hole.
Managed to wander up to the park.
Breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry.
Alright, cool. I have full waypoints. I guess I should get the one by the dock. Since the party is quote-unquote exploring, they'd want to hit like major key locations.
Docks are now a restricted area.
I watch,
Are you really?
what's the guy's name? Hold on.
Are you
Hold on.
by a steel watcher?
Do Hobo Zone. Yeah, I watched that guy test his builds at this exact spot. So that's pretty cool. They were being... I'm guessing they were being overly nice, being like, oh no, you go first. No, you go first. So these two are definitely bros. There we go, got the waypoints.
It's not a lie. If you would just listen.
You have done quite. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good. Though you hide behind a mask of
Here!
Attention!
Here!
Agent!
Your parasites stir.
Ragnar! Today's...
Don't just stand there. Help me, goddammit! Help me!
Yeah, yeah.
The newcomer
Guilty of.
speak, and in so doing, dear citizen.
No, please.
Order player. Oh. Yeah, that was your first mistake. You don't target Dawn for an attack. Not if you can avoid it. Aha! Still inflicted reverberation stacks. So, Blue Eyes is going to recognize. Should probably take out these. Yeah. Improved warding. Aura of murder. Good luck with that. Oracle is just looking at these guys being like, they don't know who they're dealing with. They feel like, oh, these guys have no clue who they're dealing with. We took on a dragon together.
And away I go.
It's like, oh, we took on a dragon together. I don't think these guys stand much of a chance. Ah. Yeah, because there's nothing else he's going to do with his reaction for the whole round, so... They're damaging themselves more than they can damage Dawn. There we go. Barely managed to get everyone in, but... Oh, that's fun.
Blood comes easy these days. Blood follows me everywhere.
good luck.
Should get started.
Wow. She tried to use tenacity from her weapon, but all damage she takes is reduced by 2. No wait, resistance cuts in first, and then it gets reduced by 2. Right. That's how it works. It's first resistance, then the magical plates.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Oh, that's super powerful. Dawn is gonna just walk up to... Just gonna... Get multiple stacks of radiating orb.
On my way.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Then, do I have a cleave attack? No. No, I don't. Yeah. Oh, I do. Awesome. Because I'm perfectly willing to go half damage if it means taking this guy out as well. War Priest charge and go toe-to-toe. Yeah, good luck actually landing a hit on anyone. Oh, he's not useless in melee, he just does way less damage. And then any damage he takes goes shared over to Blue Eyes and then reduced by 3. Could these guys stop targeting Dawn for attacks? They're just gonna fall prone.
Need to find a way forward.
Another fight. Let's go.
Guided strike. Wow. Had to dash. She is flailing her arms around, can't get a single in.
Seems like the best plan. Nothing important is ever easy.
Yep, this group has taken basically no damage. In fact, I'm not even sure if Steelheart... No, he hasn't taken damage this entire time. Unless he has the Ring of Regeneration. He does. Awesome, so he is literally immortal. Oh, that's awesome.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Yeah, you're trapped. I'll let it take a couple more turns. Let that guy just take himself out. Oh, that's hilarious. There we go, that's a critical hit. I have no idea what she has against this guy, but sure. He's going down to shockwaves. That's fun.
Very well.
Go, I suppose. And to out.
Meanwhile, whilst they were exploring the city and...
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Curious vault. Must be protecting something awfully valuable.
Possible to pick. I don't have a knock scroll.
Trap. Be cautious.
Okay, this axe, Hellfire Great Axe. When you deal damage with this weapon, you gain 2 turns of heat. It is a +2 Great Axe. Now, and it does 1d12 +2 plus Strength modifier plus 1d6 fire, which is nice. Heat gives you, you take 1d4 fire damage at the start of your turn, but you can use heat convergence. If you have a character with extra attack, like, say, a barbarian, you can attack, gain 2 turns of heat, extra attack, use heat convergence, and then add +2 fire damage on a hit. Very powerful, and very easy to take advantage of.
Here we go.
Ah. So it's not shadow, not demon. Silver.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Don't waste
place to step. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Yeah, Elar is just ignoring the fact that there are traps. Realizing, I'll probably get through either way. The rest of the party is a couple hundred XP. Yeah, a couple hundred XP short.
Right tool will do the trick.
There we go. I can't believe I completely overlooked the Artistry of War School. Oh my gosh. Yeah, nat 20. Awesome. Okay. 300, 500, and 300. Cool. So Blue Eyes hasn't gotten as much inspiration as the others.
Oh, you've arrived in the nick of time, saintly adventurer. I've been trapped for so long, I dare say I'm half mad! Ho ho! Thank you for sacrificing yourself to save me. Such courage brings a tear to the eye.
What are you talking about?
This glorious lamp is both an oasis and a prison. Someone must be inside at all times. But you were the first brave enough to take my place. Thank you ever so much. Toodles!
Yeah. Elara would take this as a personal challenge, being like, oh, you couldn't get out? Well, let me try and do that thing you were unable to do. Little Jin.
Let's have a look.
Full potion.
Should mind my step. I don't need any attention right now. Come on, open up.
Well, gotta use the second point of inspiration, because I don't have any more things to use.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Laura would obviously travel back down with friends and realize, oh, they're not here. See invisibility.
I'll give it a shot. All right, time to skulk about. Have to keep going. Watch how you go. That's curious.
Ropes of the Weave and Dragon Staff. So, before you interact with these levers, you save and have about 10 other backup characters ready to jump in. Because this is a DC 20 Arcana check. Now, if you have good intelligence,
But that'll fit in my
then
pack.
these
Another
aren't
step forward.
too hard to pass, but you could just get super unlucky. So it's always good to have either a couple of backup characters, respec, or just save scum. So, after exploring a bit,
Might be useful.
Liz picks up a couple of these smoke powder bombs, realizing, hey, these are probably going to be helpful in the future. Probably pick up some of these. all of this. I've got the entire map.
Have to keep going.
So, I'm gonna pretend that upon entering the city for the first time, or during the last long rest, they agreed that Stormshore Tabernacle, if they ever get separated for whatever reason, that is the first place that they will go.
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
And so they all meet up. Elara informs them of what she had been doing. And they all agree to enter. The Stormshore Tabernacle. I cannot for the life of me remember how much gold I need worth of stuff, so I'm gonna save that off for a little bit.
And soon, the cycle will reach its zenith. Should you want it to, or otherwise?
I mean, that +2 to all saving throws. Really?
I need a quick word.
Ah. Oh, I hate you so much, game. 1 XP. I need to take this as a picture real quick. That is hilarious. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. That is hilarious, and oh my gosh. Okay.
Time for a plan with cats.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is.
We're looking for a place to
tell you
stay.
what, the murder upstairs has brought some If we get you staying up there, perhaps you can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over.
Well, you're optimistic.
The city always wins. There's always some hero that saves the day. It's the way things work.
Perhaps I could get a discount?
Charity! In Baldur's Gate. Good one.
What? I can't believe it.
It's
I
called
failed a
character.
50-50.
Anyone will tell you that.
3 times in a row.
Price just went up. Call it a shite top. Top floor's all...
Hold up, citizen. Halt, civvy.
Hold on, Thornhill. Chances are the...
Stelmane's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants.
Here we go.
I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Okay. I'm gonna take a couple minutes to refill my drink and find my portable charger for my phone. So that way I can charge my phones while I'm here. Maybe use the bathroom while I'm at it. So, I'll be back in, like, maybe 5 minutes. At the most. Okay, let me make sure that my mic is working properly. Yeah. Yeah, it's working properly. Sorry for the, delay. Interruption there.
Let's see.
You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be
Laura,
bloody good.
Adventure Curiosity?
An adventurer. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke's tell me. God, I've been working on... There, fortunate for the Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work.
Horns behind
God's sake.
us. Blah, blah, blah.
I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you will be able to unearth the truth of this research. You really are a... While I'm there, the other potential...
See what I can do.
Meet me there.
Now the entire group is...
Once familiar ally.
I hate when I do that.
Bloodied ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry. What's that? Strange bottle. Even stranger smell.
What you get?
Yeah, there we go. And Scratch and the Bear Cup running around playing.
Quite the cozy setup you have here. My research... It's not too deep. You only have a...
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tiding. Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin?
It's contract recapture.
I will wring his neck and
take it down together. Let's look up. Let's see. Baldur's Gate 3. Offer gold's varying amount based on level. Yeah, that's... $5,000 gold. Okay. So I need to make sure each one of these bags...
Still breathing, despite everything.
Does anyone else have a bag?
Let's move.
Shoot, that
Looking
means
ahead.
I'm gonna have to have one more or steal this one back. I guess the... Yeah, I guess the tadpoles can just be loose for the time being. And this is precisely why I've been saving up items. It's so I can sacrifice items and not gold, because you need to have a total net worth of items. Adamantine stuff. 4,000. And I'm gonna try and make the items somewhat fitting for the character. Okay, over 5,000 worth of stuff. So this literally anyone can hand over Ketheric's robes. Where is... There's a Githyanki sword. There we go. Soulbreaker sword. I just mostly want to make this thematic. And on attack rolls against abjurations. Blade of Repressed Souls. Python's Wrath. Yeah, have fall or aloof equipped. I'm giving this a lot of thought because I don't plan on actually getting these items back. So anything I throw into these chests, I'm planning to just lose them forever. So I need 1,000 worth of stuff. 750. Okay, only 600 left. There we go. Yeah, a little under 600 left. Full steam. Let's actually organize that. Okay. 300s. 19 is all I'd actually need. 2,000 left. $500 left. Yeah, I'll give up Minthar's boots. Alright. Last thing. Yeah, I'll just give up Kethric's armor. Alright. Encumbered. Then that's Blue Eyes. That's Burgle's Steelheart. Too heavy for Dawn. I'll give that to Blue Eyes as well.
Let's move.
Dawn and Blue Eyes can just trade items, I guess.
Of course I heard about it.
What to do? At the ready.
Now, as clerics, they would obviously want to gift donations to, well, their god, because they're clerics. That's something they'd absolutely want to do. So that's Ilara.
Mistra is attentive. The late.
Donate this entire bag.
Offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required.
I'm sorry, what? That was over 5,000 gold. Huh.
Offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required.
Detect thoughts, protection from evil and goods. Autolux freezing sphere. Lure. Gold ingots, amel speaking, and a silver plate.
Offering is accepted, but more evident. Offering is accepted, but more evident.
Huh. Thunderwave. How the frick did I get 4 Circle of Death scrolls?
Offering is accepted.
Saluna, Tier.
Can't give up now. Let's see.
As a cleric, you may sacrifice wealth to your deity and expect to receive a boon. The gods are ready to receive your joyful.
Yeah, he's gonna go to Hametz.
Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion. The gods are ready to receive your joyful. The amount you've offered proves your piety and devotion. Your soul warmth.
No one stopped me yet.
Mistra is attentive. The Lady of...
Feign Death, Encrusted with Frost. Torn Parchments.
The offering is accepted, but more evidence of...
Huh. Feather Falls, Lord's really useless.
offering is accepted.
Really?
More. The amount you've offered proves
There
your
we
faith
go.
and devotion. The mistress of magic blesses you.
No one's stopped me
Two
yet.
people that have received anointed splendor.
Your god. As a cleric, you may sacrifice wealth to your deity. The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation.
The Thunder. Hellfire Great Axe from Skull Helm.
The amount you've offered proves your piety and devotion. You may now pray here once a day for a divine blessing. The gods are ready to receive your joyful. The amount you've offered proves your piety and devotion. The gods are ready to receive your sacrifice.
Meant to close. Huh.
This altar, your god. As a cleric, you may sacrifice. The gods are ready to receive your joyful.
Spell Sparkler. That's the Exalted Marrow, because I know I'm not going to use that.
The amount you've offered proves your piety and devotion. It reads, show your devotion with an
All right. What now?
Okay, not sure why it's not letting Dawn receive the
As a cleric, you may
buff.
sacrifice wealth. It reads, the gods are ready to receive your joyful donation. The amount you've offered proves your piety and devotion. You may now pray here once a day.
Seems simple enough.
You see an altar dedicated to Helm the Helm. Your knowledge of religion tells you nothing.
Another step forward.
You have come far, I perceive. Ha! Here, I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of...
Never a dull moment.
Protectors of Baldur's Gate. Here, you have a scent of the weave about you. I perceive. You have come far, I perceive.
Heh.
How may I serve you this day?
Reviving Hands.
Never a dull moment.
Okay, so is it like restricted to once per character?
This
Right
altar,
here?
your god. As a cleric, you may sacrifice wealth to your deity. The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation.
Let's Lathander. Weird.
amount you've offered proves your piety and devotion. You may now pray here.
Okay, I don't know why Blue Eyes
No,
and
never mind.
Bless them with the strength
Steelheart can't get the bonus. So, you don't get any unique cleric features for each individual class, you just get more spell slots.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Not gonna have create undead, instead planar ally.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
No one's stopped me yet. Still breathing, despite everything.
See, and it selected Hero's Feast, but I'm gonna swap that out for planar ally. Because I cast 8 at level 6.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Then Hero's Feast.
My Apotheon!
All right, what now? Breathe deep and move.
You want to let Taluna loose in our city?
Now everyone has way more HP than they really should.
That's just
Because plus 27, they also get immunity to disease, poison, and the frightened condition. They make all wisdom saves with advantage. So yeah, the days of them failing wisdom saves all the time.
As long as
Wow,
they do their jobs, they can sing.
yeah. Game's a little behind there. That puff of smoke when it probably shouldn't
What do
have.
I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard.
Go. So talk to her about whatever it was. Let's go a bit towards the Emperor's hideout. So Blue Eyes and Elara have fully maxed out on their relationship with their deity.
Seems simple enough.
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Okay, so there's an achievement for killing 20 enemies while drunk.
It looks like I'll be making for next.
This is where you get that achievement. So, you go here. You realize, oh wow, that's a lot of rats. How much HP do rats have again? 1? Huh. What's the minimum damage that Spirit Guardians can do? 3. Half if they succeed the save. Oh. Well, if they rounds down, that's 1 damage guaranteed. So, you just drink some alcohol, cast Spirit Guardians, and run around and kill 20 enemies. It's really that simple.
So much for peace.
Alchemist fire. Yeah, he killed a lot of
No choice but to keep going.
And back to dawn.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Another day, another fight.
That's 2 rats remaining. Now all we've got to do is just attack.
No choice but to keep going.
And where's the last guy? There he is. There it is. I've been recording for almost 2 hours while streaming, but yeah, same thing.
The mechanism to open it.
Oh.
Among the wine racks.
Do I need to shoot a cold arrow at that? Nah, my allies are gonna be able to get around that. And
on the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
I have to go all the way back around, and then I can pull on this button, and then I can go here, and I'll be able to fight the Gith, which will be the second fight of the day. Well, actually, third fight, right? There was the other people that only 3 members of the group fought in.
I've got a long
Was
road
the
ahead.
only one who's actually taken any
Best get going.
considerable amount of
No time
damage.
to
It's
rest?
still not enough to actually scratch him. Thus is the power of a full team of clerics. Yeah. Alright. Let's see just how no diff this is.
Get Yankee. Vlaakith has found us. Get rid of them, quickly.
What a pleasant surprise. Here you are, as brazen as described. The traitor who would steal from our queen. Of course you had help, didn't you? How quaint that we know all about the Most Illithids prefer. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude?
Mr. Fargrave is far greater than a Lithid. Merely allies.
You have fallen prey. Your story ends here. We will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the Illithid int.
What are you doing?
My dear I will liberate you.
You use your bonus action on that. Wow. Yeah, 30%. How do I guarantee that he breaks concentration? Spell that hits multiple times would work. Knocking him out would work. 55. What about banishment? Ha! 50-50. And he's just gone for a few turns. Yeah, screw it. Banishment.
I won't give in.
Come on, can't stay idle.
What now? Time for some bloody work.
Yeah. They have advantage on wisdom saves. That little trick isn't gonna work on them. Oh no, you've shred through his temp HP. That's right. Only got through his temporary HP.
Another fight.
Well, they're
Let's
gaining
go.
reinforcements. Gonna just help us coin flip that, but That's gonna be a miss. That dude's vanished for 2 turns, so can't really do much. Shoot. Now, going to Flame Strike, but that won't be nearly as effective as I would like. So I'll just cantrip, Pummel Strike.
Another fight. Let's go.
What now?
Ha. Absorb this. I don't know what their plan is. I really have no idea what their plan actually is. Because, well, they're going up against 4 clerics. So, automatically they're gonna be real annoying to actually try and hit. Virgil really isn't taking this fight seriously at all. Yeah, I would be slightly out.
Never a dull moment.
So, might actually have to jump. If you can tell, wow, I forced the legendary resistance on that. There we go.
Well, so much for peace.
Wow. Wow, these kids. Shit. Managed to get something across.
Hope this ends well.
Eh. Oh well, it's something. Ah. Oh well.
Blood comes easy these days.
Now, the fun parts. fire arrow. Good luck.
Never a dull moment.
Why are you still alive? I'm not gonna use all these charges on that. You're not gonna hit my light cleric. I mean, if you somehow do manage to hit him through, he'll just heal 7 health at the start of every single turn. Because he is just awesome like that. Yeah, good luck hitting him.
Maybe I should...
Miss. Out of sight. Ah, they
Still on my feet.
succeeded.
Survival is all that matters.
Flies all the way over. Divine strikes her. Oh. Wow. I just hit through all of that protection, but
No
Dawn
hesitation.
is gone. Anyways, Virgil's just gonna keep throwing his hammer. And opportunity attack, I guess. It's like friends. What? Okay, but guide through. Not sure what he's about, but well, he's got to die. How am I going to? Probably. Oh, was she blinded? No, that guy's just weirdly positioned. That makes it so much easier to just do that.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Never a dull moment. First step's the hardest.
It's Alibi. slow down.
I can't even catch my breath.
Well, you're out. Fight. At least for the time being.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. There goes nothing.
Camera wants to be a little... Let's buff up blue eyes. There.
What path lies before me?
Wow.
Let's get this over with.
Where do I go from here?
No choice but to keep going. That should work.
There we go. Everybody gets some temp HP. And dude lost most of his health instantly. Dang.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
My feet.
Blackhead is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon. Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
Now, Elora has the ability to fly. And while flying, weapon attack deals an extra 1d4 psychic. So that's fun.
Here goes nothing.
What's that?
My own home. Thank you for bringing me back. My own sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
That's curious.
Something over there.
Alright. Now we're gonna go back to Basilisk Gate, and I'm gonna end the stream here because, why not? Look at that health on Blue Eyes. That is unreasonable. 150 health If you remove the 27 extra HP, that everyone else has, everyone else would be like 30 health. Yeah, no, exactly 30 health above Blue Eyes' current HP. And with all the buffs, this is just half health more.
Stayed interesting.
Have a lot on my mind.
Oh my gosh.
And, well, in it.
Let's see. Can't remember the Cleric's HP pool, but 3, and then he has the tough feats, that's 5. So 5 plus whatever the Cleric's level up HP is.
Let's get going. Time to press ahead.
And every turn he heals for 2 HP. The Dark Amethyst. Story item, so it can't be. Okay.
At least things have stayed interesting. Let's see what this does. Moving in.
Alright, well. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a nice day. Actually gonna end it at camp. Yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a nice day, and thanks for watching. I've got to save. 16. Alright. Quits. Disconnected, reconnected. Uh-oh, that's an issue.